Hello, Allison Kinnear here. Today I am talking about asking for what you want. This, you know, I've been working on asking for what I want for a really long time, but I will tell you, I was confronted in a major way when I was preparing for my talk in Vegas. So, just to set the scene a little bit, the talk in Vegas, first of all, went great. It went great. It was fantastic. It was 90 minutes. It was talking about how to build resiliency in this era of uncertainty, and it went beautifully. Okay. However, I want to take you a little bit behind the scenes so you can see how the sausage gets made, so to speak. Prior to this talk, I met with the production team for this event. So there's 700 women in commercial real estate all coming to the Mirage in Vegas. I met with six people on the production crew. I have never met with so many people before giving a talk. I met with the head AV guy, audiovisual guy. I met with the producer who's going to be there. It was kind of next level of speaking than I had done before. I had to not only submit my slides, but also submit something called a run of show, where you explain, like, for the first 10 minutes, we're here. The next 10 minutes, we're here. So you're kind of breaking down the slides so that they can coordinate their camera crew. They can coordinate the slide deck people. They can coordinate everyone so that people can be on top of things. So that's the scene. They tell me, we need your slides 2 weeks in advance. Understandably, right? This is a big conference. A lot of people, a lot of hands involved in the planning. And normally that's not how I work. Normally I like to stay current. I like to kind of have a sense of, especially during COVID, especially during this age of uncertainty, things change quickly. So I like to stay on top of it and make sure that what I'm delivering is still relevant. But I am also a really good rule follower. So I submitted my slides 2 weeks in advance. Now I had one slide deck, and then I made a change and submitted it. And then for the next 2 weeks, I kind of regretted that change. But I was like, nope, I said I was going to do this, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to find a way to make it work. Well, for 2 weeks, I can't really figure out a way to make it work, but I'm trusting. I'm like, you know what? It's going to be fine. It's going to work out. I go to the rehearsal, to the sound check. They review my slides. I'm like, yes, good to go. I go back to my hotel room. My talk isn't until the afternoon. And once again, I'm still trying to make it work, and I'm trying to figure out, but I'm not digging it. I'm just not jiving with my content. And it's like, it's good, but it's not like, I don't feel it in my bones. So fortunately, I had two conversations scheduled that morning. One was with my coach, and the other was with my best friend. Shout out to Alicia and Maureen. And during my coaching session, it was like, yeah, you got to change your slides. And I was completely confronted with so much fear and anxiety. It was like, I didn't even know that I really wanted to change my slides until then. And yet here we were. I had already approved everything. We were 4 hours away from me speaking, and I was in a panic, like armpit sweating, and that stink that comes from like stress stink. I was completely pitted out just in the hotel room, just thinking, can I make this last minute change? They had printed handouts. Oh, I still feel bad about that. They had printed handouts, and they had the slides, but the coaching session planted a seed, and I knew that was the right thing to do. I knew that it was the best thing, not only for myself, but for my audience, was to make the change. But this other part of me that was like, you do what you say you're going to do. You committed 2 weeks ago to this presentation. Give them this presentation. That's what you said you were going to do. You do what you say. Whew. So thankfully, I called my best friend, Alicia, right afterwards and said, I am completely freaking out. Now, up until this point, I was not freaking out. I was like, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. I was completely freaking out. And she said to me, look, I have been the person who organizes events like this. And I have to tell you, this happens all the time. You are giving them 4 hours. I have received 10 minutes in advance, like there's going to be this big change. So, they're not paying you to deliver the content you said you were going to bring 2 weeks ago. They're paying you to bring an experience to your people. And you can't do that if you are not liking what you already created. So that's what you said you were going to do. You didn't commit to that particular slide. You committed to giving them a high quality experience. And so you need to deliver that. It was just the permission I needed. Sorry, I got my midday sun coming on my face. It was just the permission I needed to kind of get me out of the terror that I was feeling. I mean, literally, I was in a state. I was so scared of being a pain in the neck. I was scared of annoying people. I was scared of people, the organizers being super frustrated. I was scared of adding more stress to their plates. I had so many fears. I was scared of being an inconvenience, But if I removed all of that, if I removed the being a pain in the neck, remove the worried about how they were going to perceive me and my work, would I want to make that change? And the answer was like, yes, absolutely. And so I did a lot of deep breathing. I meditated a little bit. I took a shower and scrubbed the stink off me. I changed my slide deck. Alicia helped me figure out the text because I didn't ask permission. I just said, by the way, I'm making this change. And I sent it on email. I told them via text, and then I quickly hand delivered my new presentation to the AV team and waited. They uploaded it, and everyone, now I don't know how they were feeling internally, but everyone was fine. They were not just fine. They were like more than fine. They were like, oh, thank you so much for bringing this down here. Yeah, no, we get it. We appreciate it. It was probably a blip in their day. And what their blip was like a tornado in my day. It was by far the most stressful part of all of it. And so by the time I got on stage, it was great. Like I wanted my presentation to sing, and it did. And so I just got up and I delivered it. And what's so funny, what's interesting about all of this is that when I gave up to talk about what I was when I was doing my presentation, all of the stuff I cut out, I ended up mentioning anyway because it fit. It was relevant. All the new research, all the stuff about pandemic flex syndrome, like all of this new juicy research and data, I was able to still share without making it be like one of the main features of my talk. So I was able to have it both ways anyway. I share this with you because even when we are more comfortable asking for what you want, what we want, what I want, the inner people pleaser The scared part that is like, oh, that is a bridge too far. You can ask for what you want 2 weeks ago, but now up until the minute, that's just like, that's a bridge too far. There is always more to uncover. And so I share that with you. If asking for what you want gives you the stink sweats, makes you nervous, gets you super scared, even if it's just asking for Chinese food for dinner when your partner suggests Italian, you know, it starts in small ways. And as we gain comfort in asking for what we want, we can find other times to kind of up level, to be confronted with our own scary fears. And so if you find yourself in a place, gosh, I cannot tell you how helpful it was to have people that I could talk to and to have their response, especially with Alicia, have her response be, this happens all the time. Like, it gave me permission. I had to write my own permission slip of, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to deliver the high quality thing that you were set out to deliver. It's okay to ask for what you want. It's okay to just bring about what you want. It's okay to make last minute changes. So to have people that you can talk to give yourself permission to get yourself nice and quiet, to take care of the scared parts inside of you first, and let them know it's going to be okay. And then to create it. Just create it. Because chances are, for most people, it's not going to be that big of a deal. And even if it is, then that may reveal something about your relationship. That may reveal something about them. That might reveal something deeper for you to look at. But it's also to say, it's when we can create things in our life that sing for us, it often creates things that sing for others. So think about that. When we create things in our life that sing for us in beautiful ways, that's in alignment, then that often creates experiences for others that also sing with them. And if it doesn't, then maybe there's some off-keyness. Maybe you're not meant to harmonize together. Maybe there's other people to sing with. There's lots of choices. And then, gosh, take a shower, get yourself settled, get that stink sweat off, and just go for it, because the consequences of not doing it is often worse than the consequences of doing the things that you want in life. That is my story. That is my offering to you today. Thank you for everyone for all the words of encouragement around this talk in Vegas. It felt so good to be on stage again. It felt so good to be talking to real 3-dimensional people again, and I'm excited to do more. I wish you all a wonderful week, and I will see you next week.